Guess who's here? Janelle, Annika, and Lauren.
Hello.
We're so excited today because guess what? We have a luxury Bali and we have some really, really amazing things. And we're going to start with like the one that I just couldn't stop talking about. It's a barrel. It's a very rare barrel. And what I love it's showing like a brown and a yellow because golden barrel tends to have yellow. The intensity of the color, you can't get any better than this stuff. The cutting of it, it's just crazy, crazy. I was talking to my girlfriend this morning about it because she was like, I see you're showing it. And she's got to have it just like me. But we don't usually like have luxury Bali a lot of times like in a show. So we're going to start with this, but we're also going to show you all the new arrivals that have been popping in and such also. But I want to give a call out because look at all the ladies that are out there. I've got my little computer with, wow, there's so many ladies in here. Okay, so I'm going to start Audrey. Oh my gosh. Nadia, how are you doing? Oh my gosh, and Brandy. Oh my gosh, ladies, how are you doing? Joan is in the house and Patricia's out there. I am so excited about today's show though. I mean, just beyond excited. Like we almost started later than that because we were kind of oohing and eyeing over the luxury Bali today. So
Oh yes, especially this tray here. Oh, there's nothing more like eye-popping than these golden pieces, and they were so good. We had to take a look.
well, and I wanted to use that really luxury chain, ladies, and I did give you two sizes. Okay, so you ladies, the sizing on this, I think that's what I liked about it too, because I really wanted to make it very fitted. If you need it, because look how tiny your wrist is, Lauren, and look how beautiful that fits you.
Yeah.
So, ladies, this chain is made to where you can wear it kind of fitted like that. And with this kind of gemstone, like it's crazy. Matter of fact, the carat weights on this stuff, like look on the website on the things, because it's beyond. But I do want to kind of go over the first size. It's a 6.5 to a 7.5. But if you're a 5 3/4 inch to a 7-inch wrist, so I take this one too, Lauren, the one that you've got on.
Oh, right.
And I do want to tell you, literally, ladies, because of this gemstone, there's not even a half dozen of each of the sizes, okay? And then the other one, it says it's 7 to an 8, but it fits wrist sizes 6 1/4 to 7.5. So it was kind of funny. I could fit into both, but I ended up, I thought, maybe I'll do the smaller one, But love. Love, love, love.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can tell from the stone, but golden barrel is like, it tends to be a yellow. So the fact that we can cut it and this chocolate comes out of it, I've never seen a golden barrel in this kind of coloring. Usually they're completely natural like this. So that's why it's like sometimes with the stone, when you see something like this, like I wasn't leaving the show without it to put it into a collection for you ladies. But you can see that faceting like on it. It is just absolutely incredible. And our luxury Bali stones, unfortunately, with the lighting, it's really tough to get them to pop. So Lauren, thank you for kind of moving that around so they can see that. But trust me, in person, this is like even more. And that's just technology today. So by the time this hits and communicates with this point to this point to this point for it to get to your screen, it kind of waters it down quite a bit. So if you're impressed with what this looks like, trust me, when you open this
when you see it in person,
you're literally going to be. Matter of fact, it was so funny. You were taping me that day when I was QAing and we were getting them in. And I'm so embarrassed because you posted some of it because I just kept going, it's fabulous. It's
like, oh my gosh, this is so me. But it's all so relatable.
No, I'm just like, you're designing this stuff. And I get so excited. Do you think sometimes that's why I never can watch myself or like listen to myself or anything. Because I'm like, you did not just say that. Oh my gosh. Like, keep it together. Amberly, how are you doing? And Miss Christina, so good to see you. I missed out on the screen. Oh no.
Christina. Yeah. Make sure you hit that notify me button because, you never know what we've got, or something comes back, or
see,
samples.
Every single one of these and the carat weights vary so much. That's why each one of them had to have their own listing. Speen, when they cut it out like the blue zircon, and it is like speen. It's impossible in the market to find it. It's about a 5.5 in hardness, and you're going to get these spectrums of colors from it. And I just thought it was perfect because it really does look so beautiful with the golden barrel. And I kept talking about imperial topaz, imperial topaz. Well, imperial topaz actually is not that pretty, but I kept getting this barrel. Hello, it's a barrel, Janyl. Like, that's a topaz. Like, yeah, these are pretty special, but I had to stick it in that big monster 10 millimeter, love one another. So this one is going to match the bracelet exact. Okay. And then I have another ring that still has the brown, but it's like starring more of the yellow, but they all go together, because it was the same cutter. But sometimes when you go a smaller stone, it will lighten a little bit, and how it's setting. So if you're like so exact, like I would definitely get the love one another, this size. Hi, Sarah, how you doing? Maha, how are you doing? So good to see you. There's my girlfriend, Tracy Reuter. Her and Amberly were paying me this morning going, how many black diamonds? What are they? So
you had to run and go get them.
Apparently, I guess there's a few things that are sold out. So, again, most of this stuff is kind of limited. See how I was saying, the yellow is still there. Looks beautiful with the bracelet. So when I tried on and I was oohing and eyeing, I went with this ring with that bracelet because it was just, I love the color difference.
Ah, yes.
You know, because it's almost like that little stone was in the middle of the big one, of the bracelet. Like, and I also love that style. I just thought it's just such a beautifully comfortable band.
Yeah, and I love that you almost look like you gave it like a little crown. It just looks so good on that golden barrel. It's just, I love it. It almost looks like it has a little tiara.
Yeah. I'm special. I've got tiara on the top and the bottom. Gina, how are you doing? Oh, I saw you this morning posting. I said hello. Hey, actually, Tracy, Gina, are you actually in New Orleans? Because I know you're in Louisiana. Anyway, we might have to meet up before I go on that cruise on the 20th of March. So let me know if you're in your area during that time, because we're taking a river cruise. I've been wanting to do one of those, and so I'm taking off March 20th. So anyway, we might have to have dinner or lunch or something before we take off. Miss Jess is in the house. How are you doing, Jess? Hi, awesome people. I wish you were all an awesome rest of the week. Oh, she's wanting everybody to have just a great week. I love that. I'm in.
Let us know if these pieces are sold.
She's in Huma. I don't know how far that is. But anyway, we'll have to do some research, because I was thinking about that when I was getting the airline ticket. And I thought, wait a minute, I wonder, pop in and say hi to Gina. Miss Thibodeau. Okay, so, Diana, how are you doing? I saw you this morning too posting. And Melanie, are you going up to Mississippi? Yes, I'm doing the Mississippi. Yes, Melanie, have you done that before? Yeah, I'm kind of doing I don't know, I guess kind of a new beginning cruise, you know?
That's cool.
Doing some new things. So, she's about 50 miles away from New Orleans. Okay. Well, we might have to coordinate, at least maybe have coffee or something.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Just a little get together.
Yes, because it's my goal is eventually I'd love to meet just about everybody, because it's just so fun. But Christy, how are you doing? So these are going to be the 2 golden imperial rings. Now, what I did do is I saved the biggest piece for the pendant, because to me, I want it to be smack right on you where people see it and go, what is that you are wearing? Because it has such play. I mean, it's incredible. And to me, I just envisioned that in a pendant. With one of our new Mate chains, that high polish look, talk about fire. Oh, money. And actually there is quite a fire in there, Audrey, in this stone. Anyway, so the black diamonds, I can't wait. I'm gonna definitely have to pull orders tomorrow because I want to see who got the
Who
black
got
diamond.
what?
I want to see who got what tomorrow. So I'm gonna come in early to help. Yeah, because it's always just so fun. That's part of what I love doing because it's like I get to design this for you. I get to kind of hang out here with you, but then I love pulling and seeing what they like. Like we've all got like, oh, she loves that. Oh, she had this before. Oh, I wonder if she's gonna wear it with. We remember everything as we're pulling stuff for people down there. So
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see everyone's styles and what they get. It's really fun.
Audrey just said fire. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. The faceting, right, Brandy?
Oh,
Is that
so
just
good.
like, I know. And so, I do a lot of specialty cuts, like on all my, my other stones and stuff like that. But the fact that they went to town and did this many facets on this kind of rare material, like that's why, sometimes you can cut things, they don't come out. I literally go to people who, they literally do rare gemstone cutting. So they know what they can do to produce it. And to get a lot of this, it was just like, oh my gosh, like, and so again, if there's something less, I'm hoping to keep a sample piece for myself because it is like the bracelet. I'm like, it's everything.
Oh yeah.
And it looks so good with my black diamond. Because ladies, I actually did. I don't
Black and brown, yes.
I actually did a ring for Casey, my sister, and me, all the same black diamond, a 2-carat black diamond ring. So she's going to be having the baby here any day. So my sister's bringing the ring down to surprise her. So yeah,
That's really cool.
so I'm very, very excited. Oh, look at the tray's almost empty there.
Lauren's got it all.
Kind of
That's
like our
the
orders. Well, now the speen, I have to tell you, each one's listed separately because the carat weights were also different. So you're almost going to get like an olive green kind of a whiskey kind of color. It's almost like whiskey and olive had a baby. And every once in a while you'll get kind of this orangish kind of flash that comes out of it.
Yeah, you do.
So yeah, speen's really hard. Like the last several years, I've been looking for speen, and I wanted to make enough where I could at least do the same shape in at least like a handful of rings. So ladies, you saw they're literally one-off pieces. There was 17, 18, 19, I think 110, and that was it. I thought we had 6. Okay. So, yeah, so really, really cool. And I wish we were going to have more speen coming in, but it's like that was all I was able to come up with. I actually did buy a stone at the show that I'm just keeping, because to set it, it was so expensive. I don't want to risk
breaking, yeah.
It's like, I'm just keeping it because it's again, I'm just obsessed with it. It's just really cool to have these kind of materials because you'll see it shows. But speen stones, you'll see all different ranges of prices on different speens. So yeah, very cool. I love that. And of course I had to do it in our best selling band. If we know something's a winner, when I have some of these gemstones, I want to kind of put them into my really, hi, Ann Lydia, how are you doing? Oh my gosh, Ray, there's Ray Lum too. I just saw her name pop in too. It's no longer a surprise if she watches the show. LOL. Patricia said about the ring. Well, no, I think Casey has she's baby planning big time right now, and everybody's starting to come in because everybody wants to be there. So so I'm pretty sure she would not be watching. I hope. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So basically that speen, I apparently who would just said that they hit the notify me button, because if there is one of the sample ones, I won't keep one of those. I've not been keeping them because that's what happens. People are emailing and asking did you already release the samples? So
because your pieces are just so unique, and if someone misses it, I mean, it's a bummer.
Yeah, it's like you can tag your name on it, but if it gets called in, we usually go, okay, we do have the one. Now, did we move on to? We did. Okay, so I want to tell you, andalusite, when you get into these really big pieces, this should never be $99 in any world in this kind of size. But this is my big like surprise. Andalusite a lot of times are very, very small stones. So this is kind of a big deal. And to me, sometimes it's like when you look at it, it's almost like a morganite, like a champagne zircon. And but it literally is a color change and shift. And let me tell you, I looked at every single ring that I did, and every gemstone does change the color, which a lot of times says Andalusite. It can have that property, but they don't. These are little performers. So like, trust me, out in the big world out there, this ring should be minimum 300, like any day. This one's kind of a big deal. And I think I was able to bring in about a dozen of those. I know, kind of ridiculous, right? And then I priced it at $99. But I kind of wanted to do it. There are certain things that I look for all the time. So like the Savorite, couldn't find any more Savorites, but I'd been on the search for this. Like I had been a collector for a long time, but they're very, very small stones. So to be able to get the 7x5, like that's huge. Or wait a minute, was it 7x5 or 8x6? Anyway, regardless, either one of those, it'll say on there that's huge for Andalusite.
We have a question from Dana Diaz. She's wondering, will the yellow mop tip-to-tip cuff be coming in a 6.75 at a later date? I don't think.
No.
Yeah.
That one's just a 7.
Yeah.
That I did. That one is a 7. And we'll try that. We're going to try that on today. She wants it smaller because I believe that is a 7.
I believe so.
I think we did a 7 in that. So no, on that one, I just did the one size on that one. But I do have another mother of pearl bracelet, but Diana likes the big like statement pieces like that. So like the other ones they're not like the one she's talking about. I'm pretty sure is the tip to tip. Like the one we're gonna, there's nothing like that one. Like not even close to that one. So, I'm going to try it out, and, maybe it's something I bring in some other sizes and stuff like that. But with all the accent stones, the topazes and stuff, because the Mercury Mist is one of the most expensive topazes that I use in it. I was kind of worried about price point, how going up there kind of high. So I chose to just do one size because of that. That's too big, she said. Oh, I'm sorry, Diana. Trust me, there is going to be a ton more goodies that I know you're going to find. You'll forget about that in like a month. That you missed out on that one. There's always going to be something else.
We have a question from Christina Holland. Does the Andalusite have the little crosses in it that they sometimes have?
I didn't see anything really as a cross that came through, but I mean, it's definitely a color like I'm over the top. And actually, I can't even believe it's actually showing up, which is crazy.
It looks so good.
Yeah,
you can see the
I mean, you can
orange
see
and
that it's like, and it's a different color than the zircon. Yeah. So like, what's so crazy is like, oh, they're all the same. When you line all these rings up, every single stone that I've picked in, the golden barrels, as far as the cognac zircons, all of the browns are different shades. But they're all so beautiful.
This is the perfect time for them. Color of the year.
Right? I know. The fact that these, I went kind of like, I was drawing towards those. I'm always picking the color before they announce, which I'm just kind of like, that's nuts. Well, and I get my hands on a lot of gemstones too. So that's, and Teresa, hey Teresa, how are you doing? If I only had to hit that $1 billion lottery.
Aww.
Right? I know when that came
Spread the
out.
loads.
Right. I think did just one person win it, I wonder. Crazy. Okay, so Diana says she loves the 675. It fits perfectly. And I've been trying to make a mix of where sometimes I run a 675, sometimes I run a 7. So I'm not going to run a 675 in everything. Sometimes I'm running a 7 because maybe I feel like it fits like a little smaller, because everybody has like their perfect fit on it. So I'll never stop making bracelets, and I'll always do a lot of different kind of sizing.
All right, we got a new
So she read about the crosses in the Andalusite when she, Oh, like the demantoid. So there's like a hairline, like horsetail inclusion in some of them. Well, you know what? You might see it under a microscope. So like even with the demantoid, you can't see it. If you look at it, you actually have to see it under a mega microscope to see that it. So maybe there is a cross, and if that's a feature with the quality of these, you probably will under a microscope then, Christina. I always look at clarity, color, like, things like that. I have looked at so many stones in my lifetime. I know exactly kind of like what to look for and everything. So, okay, so we're on to the next. Oh, this is kind of a big deal too. So the Australian white opal. Okay, so you know what's crazy? Usually there's white. There's so much color play in these opals. So Ethiopian, very common, a lot of water. Sometimes they kind of dry out. No, this is the top of the top. This is like yeah, you would say the cheese on the top. It is beyond. You're going to get every play of color in these opals. And I was so excited to actually find these. So I'm going to be doing different collections. So I'm going to have bracelets, some other things down the road. This was the first one. I didn't want to wait for the other pieces. But probably the next couple months, you're going to see a few of these collections popping in. And then that was it. It's not stuff you can order. It's not stuff, again, I hand selected them. So what they deemed AAA, I broke the lots up and only took the high end that had the different plays of color. Every single one when they came in was just, I was like, oh wow. Pretty amazing.
Oh my gosh, look at the light on that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's
gorgeous.
But yeah, I mean, Ethiopian, very common. It's still very quite affordable. This is a completely different tier. And it was just that really popular opal at one time. But again, they're just not mining it. They're not finding it. And when they do it such small pieces to get 8x6s, 7x5s, 8x10, which there's going to be a few 8x10 because I could not resist. Yeah, it's just not showing up. So, there's a lot of vendors that actually kind of put a lot of stuff away because they kind of knew. At one point, a lot of stuff kind of sources out, and it's just knowing people and saying, do you have anything? Do you have anything? So he brought this to the show for me, and it was just like, oh. And here's the thing is, he could have gotten so much more money from me but no. When you see the prices and the play of color, and you can go online and say, oh, I found an opal for X amount, but every single stone will price out differently depending on how it plays. And so yeah, there's going to be affordable opal, but it's probably not going to really have flashes of color and stuff that really deems more of a collectible piece like this. Okay, poor man's Alexandrite and Delisite, because it's that's what the internet says. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, a couple of ladies have been Googling stuff, so it's really fun to see what they're coming up with.
No, it is really cool because you'll hear so many different things and stuff about the gemstone. But yeah, it's going to be okay. So this is, as I found the different greens, this is kind of a different hue than I've had. And what I loved about this was that it literally, I kept going, what is going on here? Because it's almost like it's a color change. As you move it, you're going to see three kind of predominant different colors, almost like a yellow, a champagne, and then these two hues of green. So sometimes it's just because these stone cutters are just so amazing. They know how to, the stone speaks to them, and they just cut to really bring out and enhance that particular find that they have. So these I could not resist. Again, the size of it too. And so this person that I ended up doing some gemstones, I did this one. It's more of a lighter type green. And then I have another one in the apatite that's going to be a deeper, darker green. I'd never seen the color, but they're smaller pieces. These are kind of like those for more precious stones like this. This is kind of that monster gem. if it's size wise, because it's like an 8. I believe it's, now I'm going to mix up, but anyway, it's big, 7-8 millimeters, something like that. Pretty, and also too with that band. Matter of fact, I'm working on getting that all silver band and a bracelet that I continue to work on for you. So yeah, that's what
I'm obsessed with this band. It is so cool. I would totally love to get a ring and a bracelet in the all silver.
And today, matter of fact, at the design team, we were talking about it again because it's like I kept going to I guess the drawing board, and nope, we're not there yet. So then I was like, we're taking so long on this bracelet to get it just right. Let's throw this ring in, and I kind of want to dome up the Tree of Life pieces just a little bit more domed. But it's still going to be super low profile, comfortable, of course. Now, with the green, we have had some of the other green apatite. Yes, they will blend together, but the bracelet that I designed with this, just for this show, is going to be that exact match with it. But that bracelet, it will go back if you've gotten the other green apatites. It will play back because it has that hue of color, even though this one kind of has that multi. It still matches the original green apatite that I did from you, that I brought in for you. So if you have any of those pieces, I bet you Brandy's probably going, another green. She just loves green. Hey, Miss Tony Tucker, how you doing? Pat, how are you doing? Stunning green, right, Pat? Ooh, so good. Too many stores. Okay, so there's something going on about something. I wonder about something shopping.
I guess someone's sofa shopping. Yeah.
Oh, sofas. Ooh. I know you want to get that right sofa. It's all about comfort, right? You want something super comfy and luxe and just like, because that sofa is where like you spend a bunch of your life when you're home after you go done, you're working and then you're working at home and then,
your sofa and your bed, those are things you can't skimp on.
No. And they make sofas so like cookie cutter these days. Like, so it's like, it can look really cool, but then when you start to live in
it's
it,
so uncomfortable.
You got to spend money on a sofa. Like when people say, "Oh, I spent this," no, you kind of need it.
Exactly.
Okay, very pretty. And again, I've been using a lot of this chain because once you start to have a few pieces it's the thicker oval chain that we've hammered down just really nice and smooth. You get a bracelet like this, and you're like, "Okay, Janyl, I can probably do other gemstones in this, please." So I've been trying to do that. And I put the little mini toggle because to me, it was like, I've not really done that. It's so beyond perfect. I feel like this needs to be that like little black dress bracelet we do in so many different gems for you now. Easy to wear, easy to stack, like all those things.
It is, yeah.
Now, it's so funny because I'm always looking for different gemstones and things that, you're always asking for and, just things in the market. So, really the Danburite, it is just, again, one of those really cool white gems that I just wanted to, with Danburite, it's really cool because you'll see the white color of it. It actually grows around a bunch of other metallic minerals. So the clearness of that is literally like almost like a metallic hue that comes out of it. It's pretty cool.
Speaking of Danburite.
And it's so funny. And you're going to see, of course, with the extra facets, but it's a different kind of sheen in these stones. And I was like, oh my gosh, everybody has been asked. I've been looking for it and looking for it and looking for it. And vendor said, okay, Janyl, I'm going to do some radiant cuts for you and some brilliant cuts. And so, it's just so beautiful. So if you've not had a little bit of Danburite in your stone collector, it's just another one. To me, there's almost like a champagne-y white to it, almost like a champagne feel, a little bubbly to it.
Yeah.
Ooh, Brandy Hahn says one of her wedding rings is Danburite. That's really cool.
Oh my gosh. I remember my one of my friends, she was like, Janyl, I've got a Danburite stone. It was a cushion square, and I made her like a special ring the one time with it because she collected gemstones and bought them all the time. But I couldn't believe it. Like when she told me what she paid for it, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to break this. Because it's like, I was like, I should be doing your stone shopping for you.
That's
She's
when you
buying
wear
it
those
off the
little
internet.
gloves.
But yeah, so we just wanted to do it and just, because white just always looks so great, you know? And I don't know, like today it was so funny. I was putting together the white quartz. I just love that white quartz that I brought for the Black Friday for you. And I was like, oh, I want to put a little bit of our white zircon, our new beginnings with it. But like, you know, maybe now you put your danburite, your moissanite, your diamond, you know, it's always fun to just have a mix of maybe different gemstones, but in white, right? Because you've got all your genuine gemstones and your white, bright, sparkly. Well, Crystal Michaels, so good to see you. Oh my gosh. Melanie, did you get the danburite? Did you? Okay. Yeah, it's just a really kind of a different kind of a white, you know, and every gemstone, that's the craziness of it. It has it's their own little person, because each moissanite has a different color pop.
Yeah,
a different personality. You know, white quartz is a different kind of pop. Diamonds that, you know, so each one, it's like, even though they're white, there's kind of a characteristic and a color. Yeah. And a feel to it.
Not all white, not all of them are the same, definitely. I was like, I like moissanite, but I think I really like the danburite more.
Everybody was downstairs was going, I was like, okay. Because I almost didn't, because I've done so many different clear stones like that, but I was like, yeah, this is kind of a collectible. Like everybody's like, oh, danburite. Oh,
yeah.
Do you have any of it?
You got all of us trying to shop. We're like, all right, we got to get this for ourselves.
Yeah, but there's definitely, like I said, there's like a champagne to the white. Like for some reason, when I say it's white, that to me, I'm like with a little champagne bubble. Jeannie, how are you doing? Oh, topaz is her favorite. So that in the topazes. Oh yeah, I'm always going to have a lot of different ones. Jeannie, did you see the golden topaz? Okay, so no, sorry, I'm calling it golden beryl. So I do want to tell you the next golden beryl that I'm going to be doing. I do have another one. It is yellow, real yellow, a bright yellow, okay? And I did it actually in a buff top, meaning it's cabbed on the top, but then we did like this massive like competition cut underneath of it. So pretty pricey. That one is pretty pricey, because whenever you do like a cushion square in these kind of materials, but again, a totally different color, but I'd still wear the two together. So I'd wear the round that we're showing today, I would mix with the cushion square, because literally like that brown, but that pop of that yellow, that is that same golden imperial color. Oh, Kirsten Michelle, how are you doing? She's so excited to get her, she said. Well, you know what? She's got a really, really tiny wrist. So you know what? And some of these bracelets I do. I have been doing some smaller ones. Oh, Kim, how are you doing? Oh, so I'm so glad that you were able to pop on too. Yeah, I still need to figure out, like, when the lives, how do I pop to get those notices? Yeah. I think what happens is I keep having to turn them off, because like in the meetings, bing, bing, bing. Like I haven't figured that. Joy used to be here to help me all the time. So buff top, yes. Oh, look at Brandy's going, oh, I love a buff top, but it's hard to get the cutters to do a buff top sometimes.
I love Teresa's comment. I'm at the point where I'm expecting my credit card companies to just start sending me laughing emojis instead of a rejection message. She cracks me up.
I don't know what it is too. It's like today I actually, with my personal accountant, like met with her, and she's like, whoa, you've been getting a few things lately. I'm like, I know, I've been doing a lot of house repairs and stuff like that. Megan, how are you doing? I was trying to be good. You got me, Janyl, she said. Thank you from a fellow gem lover. Oh my gosh, right? Megan, I'm just crazy. The fact that I can find these out there for you and put them into something to wear, right? Instead of like sticking them in my safe. And then be like, oh, I've got golden beryl, the best. It's like, and it's sitting locked away in the dark. This is the black diamond ring I picked. Oh, Amberly, how do I see which one she picked? Oh,
She said
this
she
one.
got this one.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
the yeah.
I'm looking for a picture in the feed. No, it's the one you're showing, Lauren. Okay,
Yeah, we only have one ring left in the black diamond. These two that Lauren is wearing are actually sold out.
oh, these
Oh,
are.
all right.
Oh, okay. Now I am going to tell you, ladies, the faceting on this is not something that they're going to be able to move forward in the. So I don't know if I want to do more black. So they want to just do a regular facet. So that means, that flat table with the little facets around it.
Mhm.
So I have been reaching back out to these vendors. And so for me, I hand selected a lot of these. And then we micro-faceted them a little bit more to spoof them up in the market. That's really the best way. And I just hope you love these. And see that this looks like the one that I got for Casey, because I did it in my Janyl Adair too. And this is the creme de la creme. And this I did it with the little Janyl Adair Euro shaped style. This is just that really great little ring.
And this is the only one that we actually have a few sizes left in. Oh wait, no, that one's sold out.
Oh, this one is.
I love
Okay,
this one.
congratulations on this one, because you see, ladies, this kind of faceting. When you see these, when I do a reorder, I will not be able to do this many facets. So it's kind of one of those things where it's going to be yay, but I've already gone through 15 different other cutters that do the black diamond, and they will not do this kind of faceting anymore.
Oh.
So,
Oh, we got a lot of questions coming in for you.
okay.
So-
Karna's here. Hi. Okay, where's the
Heather Giardini is asking, have you ever considered a sugar loaf cut in any stones? I think it's beautiful.
I'll have to write that down.
Yeah, sugar loaf.
Most likely because we draw, and I work with the vendors to do stuff. It probably is something I've done. I just didn't know it was called sugar loaf. There's nothing I have not done. And then I'm just we call it a certain thing. So somebody's marketed sugar loaf, but it's probably a cut that I have done or something, right?
And
Because
then-
on a small little facet, there's only so many ways you can go and do things to make it Okay, what's the other one, hon?
Oh, the other one is, it went away. Karna Nelson, how long ago did you pick the stones for these pieces?
Oh, Karna. Okay, so with some of these diamonds, to be honest, I've had some. I collected some and then got some more. So over decades. And so,
Wow.
and then what I said is I had to redo some of them to be able to do enough of them. So, yeah.
Well,
And
these look absolutely amazing.
yeah, well, and for me, I really tried to do. Now, just remember the luxury of Bali, how I'm doing the pricing. I'm doing the lowest price at the time that we show them. And then after a week, they'll just go back down to the 20%, because really my margins on these are my finance team was saying, this is not really the great avenue to go with these kind of gemstones, but it's my passion project. So I want to try to get it as affordable as I can.
Right.
So 1 week, and then we'll be bringing them in, because we kind of got in trouble doing all those things that we were doing. So she's like, I just can't be controlled. I just can't. I'm excited to look up the sugar loaf though and see. That'll be really fun. I had them squirreled away. Yes, I know. I'm a little squirreler at that, but I totally. Yeah, I don't want to.
Heather said it's like a cabochon cut with a pyramid bottom.
Okay, because we've done the swirl, but
Bottom.
I probably have done it. Yeah, at one point. Yeah, I probably have.
You're giving her ideas.
Sometimes though, that's the thing when you do a cut like that, because sometimes it's almost like the pinwheel to get the vendors to do small enough facets. It will show, and depending on the material, it won't always look good. So sometimes that could have just been that particular one. I'm kind of really have to rely on my gem cutters, because I'd go, I want this cut or this. They would cut the material, and it's so rare. And then it really didn't look as good as it should have been. They would have said, no, this is how we should have cut it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's literally working with these really trusted people that I've worked with for a long time to kind of guide me to make sure that we're going to get the best cut out of it.
Yeah. All right. So that was our luxury of Bali pieces. The next we are going to be showing the new arrivals that just went up this week.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so yes, the new arrivals, because I've been wanting to try to get those up sooner than Friday because it's hard. Everybody's like, so I guess the Kunstite bracelet we sold out of, or no, there was one left.
There's one left.
Oh,
So
we launched.
one
we
left.
will
released
show
one of
it,
our
but
samples.
there are some the amethyst with the chairite bracelet sold out too, but we will just give you a little quick tour so you can see what you're getting. How many trays do we have of the new arrivals?
3 total.
3. Okay, so this is one of 3 that we're going to show you. So not a ton of stuff, but it's the first time for Valentine's Day and during this, like we had 3 weeks. So the Kunstite, I don't usually mark down because I do a super cheap MSRP, low price. But I was like, it's Valentine's Day, so let's do it. So you ladies obviously noticed it because this luxury cuff.
And we have one left in stock.
Yeah.
One left. That's because we released a couple samples today because we know y'all were going to go crazy for this.
Yeah, because that was, I wanted to put it in a cup that I knew was like so comfortable, so amazing. And this was, I think this was a 675, Diana. I think it was.
Diana.
She might have been the one. Okay, Diana, if you got this one, then the mother of pearl you wait on. No, I'm kidding.
It was labeled a
I'm
7,
kidding.
but it goes from a 6 to a 7 because you can cuff it.
Oh, this one is super malleable.
Yes.
Okay. Because I love this one.
It's
Remember
so cool.
today, Lauren, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, Lauren, with your tiny wrist, you can really squeeze this one in.
Mhm.
And it was so funny. Your eyes kind of went like big, like, whoa, you're
Like-
really moving that, Janyl. You're really adjusting that. It's like, yeah, that was hilarious. Okay, so we're going to have that. And yeah, I brought in 20, actually. We did 20. Because the big stones like this, really hard. So I needed to put them in just really amazing pieces. Because I can't usually get them this big. And man, some of these stones had like see-through translucent with that. Of course, you're going to get that chatoyant roll in every single one of them. So, and then the other bracelet, I don't know, it's got
The
that
Goodness
luxury
Follows
chain.
Me bracelet in chairite. Yeah, that's the one that we only have 2 left of. And actually, we have a question on that one, is if we're going to get a bigger size in to fit a 675. Ola, I've actually tried this bracelet on, and I'm usually a 6'5" to a 6'7" is usually my perfect fit, and I can actually wear this bracelet.
Oh, did we put the wrong fit on it? Is that,
this.
is the seed
That
sewn?
one, yes.
Are you talking about the seed sewn bracelet?
No, the Goodness Follows Me bracelet. It's this one that she's holding right here.
Oh,
I can actually wear that one.
oh,
Usually
okay.
a 6'5" just feels like it's slightly too snug, so usually I go with 6'7", and this fits me.
Okay, now I think, we released our QA. Okay, because
We
we
did.
sold out of it. That's why I was like, wait, we're sold
We
out of that
did,
one.
but I released a couple. I've released a couple samples.
Oh, so what size is
no
Ola?
one tell Michelle.
What did she, that is hilarious. Oh my gosh. She's probably dying right now to go like, oh, I want to.
She's in Palm Springs going, they're talking about me. I can feel
You
it.
have been trained well. Annika, like, yep. I like to release those early where sometimes she'll wait because it's like, no, it's up there. Okay, is the chair bracelet coming in? No, because that's it. Like the chairite, literally, I'm lucky to get, they're really hard to match 2 pieces, to be honest, in the chairite because of the patterning and stuff of it.
Can I actually see that? They would like to see me wearing it really
Okay.
quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Because you're 6.5, right?
A 6.5 fits a little snug, so I usually like to go to a 6'7". So, but it's funny because this actually fits really nicely.
Oh, it might be because I did the bar hinges on it, which oval, it curves it out a little bit more. That's probably why, because of the bar hinges.
There we go. See, there's actually some room here. It's
Yeah,
not,
there is.
it's not super tight. I can fit at least my finger in there.
Show
It
the
looks
back
really
side
good.
too.
Yeah, I have it all the way on the 3rd ring, but it still fits.
Okay.
And it looks
Yeah,
good
so
too. It doesn't
depending
look
on
like
how
my
you
hand's
wear your
suffocating.
bracelet, like
Yeah.
if you wear it looser, but hopefully knowing what size wrist she has, Ola.
Will help,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we did release the QAs, so that would be it on that one. Michelle who? Kathy Crafton.
Michelle. No one go messaging her on Facebook. Oh yeah, Diana Diaz says, I thought it sold out. We did sell out of it. I snuck in and I released a couple samples.
Usually we don't release the samples right away, but Michelle's gone and Annika knows that she does it every once in a while. So she came up and said, Janyl, I released all the QAs when they sold out. And I said, good job. Good job. Yeah, because usually we wait, but I love it. So and I'm always like, quick, because if you're seeing it, but it is such a pretty bracelet. When it came in, everybody was just like, wow. And
So
Cherry
good.
is not like our top purple. It's kind of a hard for people. Like you either are like purple and crazy purple,
Yeah.
or some people just, I don't do purple. Like, to be honest, I don't buy purple. I don't. But you know what color I do? Some people call it the burgundies. That's anything in burgundies, like I'm buying it. Clothes, like home furniture, like gemstones especially. And here's the thing, those burgundy stones in the more precious gemstones are the most expensive. So of course, with my champagne taste and bare budget, of course I like those. Of course I do.
Oh yeah, Diana Diaz is asking if a person could buy like loops or the extenders to add to it to make it a little bit bigger.
Oh yeah,
You totally could.
Yeah, because well, and here's the thing. Oh, does this have the baby lobster on it?
It's not baby.
Oh, those.
It's got smaller rings, but not the little.
So we started doing the toggles, this and that. So we do have some of the extenders in different things. So if you do contact us and you have a jeweler, we can always, like, there's different things. We will probably have a few laying around. We'll just send them to you. Okay. So if you, and I know at one point, the toggles or whatever. So if you get a hold of contact us and you're knowing you need something and you want to have your jeweler extend it for you, we can tell you what we have. Okay. To try to match it up the best, to take it to a jeweler to add another loop to it.
We sold out of it.
Oh.
Okay, so everybody likes it on you. The two we released before the show, like they're like, yep, it's a good one. Okay. Oh, you know what I was going to bring too, on the tray later on, on the leaf pyrite, I did it with the snowflake obsidian. No, it's not snowflake. Dendritic opal.
Oh.
And I did this ring is what goes with it. In that cut. I was going to bring, we ended up selling out of the bracelet. That's why I couldn't bring it. But it does go, ladies, if you bought the dendritic opal, it's a 3-stone. I used, it's not on this tray, so I shouldn't be talking about it. I'll wait till we get to it. How's that?
We're jumping ahead.
I'm always jumping ahead. Okay, and so I like this one because the adjustability with the rings, I love it. I just love how it lays. Like, it's just one of my favorite bracelets because it's not perfect. It's imperfectly balanced perfectly. Like, it took me a long time to get the engineering just right on this bracelet, but yeah, I just love it. And the chain link, because it mirrors back to that woven kind of chain. I think it's just so pretty together. So mix your motifs, ladies, okay? Mix your motifs because they all, same patina, same coloring of the silver too.
And we have a question from Christina Maria.
Yes.
She said, I know we aren't on the rhodolite yet, but are there bigger carat weights coming in on that?
The rhodolite.
Rhodolite, sorry.
Oh, the rhodolite. Okay, those were just the really little inexpensive ones. I'll see stuff where I know they can't cut that color. Different colors of rhodolite. If you get that cutting at that time, there's so many different shades. So it's just a really small collection. That is it. And there's no other pieces. So I launched everything I had and those will match together. So I'm always looking for rhodolite, but rhodolite, I gotta tell you, so expensive. That's why I'm pulling out a lot of the stuff that I've been sitting on in the rhodolite, but I'm talking 10 to 20 times more than what it used to be. So you're seeing
But even though it's expensive, but we're giving out a good deal. Plus, that actually is one of our 20% off because it is a January birthstone because it's garnet.
Oh, geez.
So they can get the 20% off if they use Jan birthstone, and it qualifies for the Luxury of Bali pieces.
Oh my gosh.
So the rhodolite would get you 20% off if you use that code.
Actually, Joey did call me. He said, and now there's a problem. You're doing a new debut and we have the things. He called me early this morning and I just said, you know what, just leave it. If somebody gets, they're like,
They get it.
don't, like, that would be awful. Like, everything except for this, because it's a new arrival. Like, I went, just don't take it. Just let it go.
That's so nice.
I'm like, it was really pretty. I love garnets, and I was always, my sister's birthstone is a garnet, so, and I used to always be like, I want hers, because mine was diamond. Of course, nobody's going to buy me a diamond when I'm a kid. So of course, like, Joelle would get birthstone jewelry, and I was like, I want garnet. But I had no idea until I got in the gem world how pretty garnets were, because of the different, and the rarity of the garnets. Like that's what's so crazy. Oh, do you know Speen actually is kind of related to the peridot family, though?
Really?
So it's the type. So it's not a peridot, because peridots only can be peridot. But garnet, topaz, Speen has got some of the same properties. So it's in that category when you do that org chart of stones.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
really
Speen
cool.
is, topaz, peridot, and aquamarine. But golden beryl, like, they'll take golden beryl to get the aquamarines. And so sometimes the yellows, they can get to be an aquamarine.
Well, Diana Diaz is wondering if the kunzite is more of a lavender color.
To me, definitely, because you
Yeah.
know what I did? I just brought some Rose de France in,
Oh.
and I put the Rose de France, and it's like, oh my gosh, I might have to start doing, well, now I'm on the search for kunzite. When I find this again, what, a decade, half a decade from now,
10 more years.
I am absolutely going to, matter of fact, I've got a really, really beautiful Rose de France. I did a flat checkerboard, microfaceted cab style, and we probably shouldn't have run it because it was so expensive to get the colors, but it's going to be pretty elegant. And I would say that Rose de France, I would be definitely wearing with all your kunzite. I mean, talk about money, those two stones together, because there is definitely a very soft, like, it's pink. You definitely look at it and you're pink, but if you try to start putting other pinks with it, you're like, wow, it's definitely like, and then you start putting the purples or lavenders next to it, you're like, yeah, there's definitely that hue to it. That's why I was like, okay, I wouldn't say lavender is my favorite. Why am I so drawn to the kunzite?
It's just beautiful.
I think it's a spa pink. Like, it's just a very soothing,
calming.
Like, like color. But that's what happens with these genuine kind of gemstones. There's nothing that can be duplicated in the world like this. Like, they're literally, our creator created this color palette and these materials that are just like, it blows me away every day.
Yeah. So amazing. And they're loving this ring too.
And it's a real bypass too. So you'll literally be able to, I find kunzite to be on the orchid color tone, Amberly said. Yeah, orchid. That's another good name, orchid. If you don't like purple, it's orchid.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
Yeah, because she does all the daylilies, so she's big into color and shadings and stuff too, because like somebody can look at it and go, oh yeah, those are all the same. No, they're not. Look at this, right, Amberly? I'm like that with the gemstones. It's like, no, this has a Merlot red, and this one has a like Ped Persia orange red.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
Melanie, the birthstone code won't work on this ring because it is not a garnet. So Jan Birthstone will only give you the 20% off of other garnets, and it includes the garnets in the Luxury of Bali collection.
Yeah, so there's, I think, some new arrivals with the road light. Yeah.
They're on our last tray.
Yeah. So it's literally a 2-piece or 3-piece. So I might have done 2 rings and 1 bracelet. That's it. That's all that goes with it. I didn't do all the other pieces with it.
You actually did 2 bracelets and 2 rings.
Oh, I did. Okay. And you know why? I was really into creating new bracelets, more dainty, smaller, like multi-connection bracelets. That was this next phase, you're going to see a lot of smaller, daintier, like a little bit more rare, because I put a lot of topazes that you can't get or do anything. So I'm doing a whole topaz collection this next month. So you're going to see these topazes that I won't be able to get again in new styles. So hopefully that new style, maybe I'll find another gem somewhere. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, wait a minute. Can I see that?
Yeah.
Is that, how come it's not showing? Oh, it's not showing on there. It's got see-through. It looks like it's fully opaque, but this one is really cool because it literally has, do you see, Lauren, if you can kind of, it looks like
I know
it's one
she's
solid
getting-
opaque, but it's actually kind of translucent, clear quartz, and then the pyrite is like floating through it. So, can you see that ethereal kind of glow? And then do you see those pillows of the pyrite? This is just so beyond this
No, it's
material.
with the
So
pink.
anyway, it is, yeah, you're going to be looking at it and seeing it and seeing it. I'm wondering, I think we had another sample here we can show because I noticed it was showing kind of like you couldn't really see that there's some transparency to that. Because everything I picked in this was like, it had to have that kind of patterning. Okay, see if this one will show up. Because each one of them, I kind of feel like that one might. Do you see that? Okay, do you see the pillows? Yeah, see that one's going to show up. So every single one of these are going to have that. Oh, it is so cool. I've never seen this feathering that goes into the quartz.
Oh,
so
there it
something
is.
under the surface was
Yeah.
going on when this was forming. And so like each one is like a piece of art, these stones. And that's why when I found this material, I wanted to cut it into a really cool, like diamond, something just, yeah, like to me, this was like diamond in the rough material where I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, really cool, huh?
That is very cool.
So yeah, and I'm going to have some other collections down the road where I use just this. Once I saw this, I said, I want to get some really beautiful, like almost like a milky quartz like look to it. So I've got some other collections. One collection that I'm doing in this milky quartz that's going to kind of tie back to it. Now the bracelet, I know we'll have to release the 2 samples maybe because I did the dendritic opal with the 2 pieces of this. So this ring is going to go with that. Tracy, remember I told you, I said, oh, I've got a one-off ring that's going to be matching that.
Ooh,
So-
Terry says it looks like a frozen pond. I can see that. It looks so cool like that.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah, pyrite, the fool's gold. Can you imagine somebody, like when they first
Oh,
discovered
yeah.
this, it's like, oh, look at this. Gold. I tell you, gold.
Maha is wondering if there's a bracelet coming in like this.
We had, yes, there's going to be some other pieces that so I did some black spinel with this also. So there's going to be another collection with this shape with the black spinel. And I did a really fancy black spinel. So there's going to be something hopefully by the end of the month that will pop in to go with this ring also, along with that dendritic opal one I did. Very cool. Yeah. So, yeah, that material, sometimes it's harder, but yeah, I just love stones that have a story or like a picture or like, where it just like, wow, think of the journey to come to life, to be cut into this little piece like this.
Yeah.
Trust in him. That's what it's called. Oh my gosh. Oh, what is it?
Oh, they heard me opening the sample bag and they kept asking who's eating chips, who's eating chips. And I said it's the sample bag, and then Teresa's like, no, we know it's chips.
They can eat. If they can eat and talk, I'll let them.
Quiet foods only.
Oh my gosh, Ola said to her uncle,
Invented Pop-Tarts.
no way.
Whoa.
That's
Oh
pretty
my
cool.
gosh.
I like the s'mores
That would have
one.
been such a cool
yes.
story.
I like the Oreo cookie one.
Oh.
That was so good.
I just can't have those because I wouldn't keep them for breakfast. I'd start eating them at night.
All day,
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
I realized I can't have Pop-Tarts because that's like, yeah.
That's not a snack food. We just inhale them.
They need to be individually wrapped, not come in twos. Oh my gosh. Amberly's uncle did, she said.
Oh, no, she's just commenting on it.
Oh,
She said, I love them. They hit my sweet tooth just fine.
Oh, what a cool
I'm the same way,
story.
Amberly. I love those.
We were kid testers, Ola said. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
cool.
Oh,
my
yeah, they ever
gosh.
need any taste testers, I'll go.
Oh, how fun
Need
is
Pop-Tarts?
that? I mean, just how the story of like how he invented it and thought about it, I guess it's like anything else you see, like, that becomes popular in the market and
Yeah.
things like that. But there's never been a good Pop-Tart after that. So nobody's been able to duplicate it, right?
Oh yeah, there's tons of brands that try and come out with fake Pop-Tarts, but they're
generic
not
brands.
the Pop-Tart.
Oh, look at everybody seeing the brown sugar. I
Ooh,
love the
brown
brown
sugar's
sugar
good.
too.
That one's good.
I know. Like, don't put a big, like when I'm baking brown sugar, because I take a spoonful of it. Like, I could just,
Have you ever used Pop-Tarts when you're baking? I made these
Oh.
these like cupcakes one time, and I put like chocolate frosting, and then I crinkled some of the brown sugar on top of it. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was a brown sugar chocolate cupcake.
Oh,
That
very
sounds good.
It was so good.
You need to get a hold of Pop-Tart and say, I'll do a baking recipe
There we go.
collab with you.
There we go. Just send me the free Pop-Tarts. I'll do it.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Oh, he was a chemical engineer. Interesting.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes
Wow.
sense.
Multifaceted talents there, I would say. Oh, Christy, how are you? I saw you this morning. Yeah, I popped on this morning and saw you into the feed on the luxury Bali we just got done. I hope everybody's just having the most beautifully blessed day, because it's always such a blessing to hang out with you. So thank you for being here. Terry, how are you doing? Oh, Becky's here too. Anyone hungry, she said. Okay, what are we showing? The chair right? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, you know what? We've got the bracelet that I actually launched early with this. And so I think I did put it on the tray this week, but I really wanted to get these pieces. So you are going to see a bracelet that I actually showed you a prior week earlier. But yeah, and just so you know, all the chairite is super, super limited. Anytime I can get little bits of the chairite and cut it. But I mean, I'm talking when we cut 200 stones, I'm lucky to get like 40 to use. That's it. Like,
Jeez.
it's really hard to get really cool banding, because I want each stone to really have a story. And there's like, just so you know, the chairite has those little threads of the white that give it kind of a glitter sparkle. And I always try to find that when I'm cutting the chairite, that characteristic. And I want little ombres of purple. I want the darker. I want the lavender. I really want to play off on all those colors. But there's been no chairite rough coming into the market for a long time. This is like a lot of stuff that I will take and repurpose and recut to get pieces to put into my designs. So. Amberly, she likes the design on the pendant. Well, thank you, my friend. Yeah, I want to put them in some of the pieces that I know are just some of the best. Like when I find some of the gemstones, it's like, I always do new designs constantly. But when I know that there's a piece that I'm like, that stone, when I see it, I'm like, no, I know it needs to be in that home. And I know it's gonna be the best. But I'll set a lot of different gems and colors before I finally move on to decide what I'm gonna move forward with some of the gemstones. But I design many different ways. Sometimes the gemstone navigates what I'm gonna design around it. And sometimes like I'll have a design and I don't like the original stone that I thought it gets put to the side. And then literally, I'm constantly getting so much stone and samples. There's not a day that I don't touch stone or have something new that I'm looking at that's come in. And then I'll be like, oh my gosh, I wonder if it will be. And sure enough, it's like, it finds its home, whether it's like the design to a stone or the stone into a design.
And they're asking about the accent stone. That is a mystic topaz.
Yeah, that is the talkative topaz, I believe. And that has a real nice play it's like of kind of magenta and shades of purple.
Yeah.
To me, it really pulls out the best in the chairite. And any amethyst you have too, like the amethyst is always a perfect pairing. That's why I like that multi-bracelet, why I pulled that one in for that too. That reminds me of the chevron amethyst. Oh my gosh, Heather, I have to tell you, today after this, I'm going down. We were QAs and samples and stone, like I said, come every day. I'm not ever not touching something in a day. And the amethyst chevron, you know, the transparent that has that, it almost is acting like fluorite because it has that iridescent, it fluoresces, which doesn't happen in amethyst very often. It just came in. Oh my goodness. And he even tried to talk me out of to trying to do smaller stones, but I did like some 12 by 16, some 13 by 8, some big pieces. It is phenomenal. So like, I think that collection might even turn people that said, I don't like purple. Like, because like it's these chevron pieces of amethyst and then lighter pieces of amethyst. And what it doesn't happen in every amethyst. And so right now collectors are collecting all of this material before it's leaving Brazil.
Wow.
And the price has gone up crazy. I'm working with somebody who saw the trend like me way ahead of it. And he has literally cut me all his material.
You're
So-
getting, yeah. She has this like foresight where she knows the colors that are coming, and when it happens, she's like, I already knew it. It's already on its way.
It's like, oh my gosh. And I didn't even, it was like, oh my gosh, good thing, because I just designed what's beautiful and what I like. And oh my gosh, really? So everything, well, and actually it's great. So I'm actually taking advantage of all the sweaters and the browns and the stuff like right now, because it's not very often, even the olive greens, that those come around very often. So Becky, Janyl Sherman, did I hear you correctly that another ocean jasper bracelet is in the works? Yes, I've actually designed, because each one's a tiny, tiny pocket collection. There will be, they've kind of spread out, I think 3 more collections up until July that you will see, 3 more, but very limited. So like some, I wasn't even able to do 10 of something.
Ooh.
So, that really should be going in our luxury of Bali, like on some of these. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any random coupon codes hanging around? Is there
Ooh.
anything that we haven't?
So we have the golden ticket event that's still going on. So with our last chance, every single time that you purchase, make a purchase of at least $50 or more, you will get sent an automated coupon after you check out, and it'll either be between 5 and 50% off, or that means you win a golden ticket. So you either get a coupon of 5 to 50% off or a golden ticket for a free item. We have 4 different items, 7 total gifts. Last time I checked, no one had found one of the tickets yet. Right now,
Is it hard to do it? Because I don't like the hard ones.
It's
I like
not
the
hard.
easy.
Nope,
ones.
it's literally
Okay.
just the more you buy, the higher your chances are. So it's completely random decided of whenever someone gets it. So it's the system decides whether you get a code or you get a free item.
Oh,
It's
geez.
completely random. We
Has
do not
anybody
choose
got
it.
anything free?
They get the coupons, but no one's gotten any of the tickets the last time I checked. I haven't
Oh.
checked in a couple hours.
Well, our system better be working, because otherwise we're going to be giving out more free items. Amberly just said, Janyl, can you do more Lecture Bali in this band? Okay.
Ooh.
I have planned all of Lecture Bali until there were some materials that I was so excited about and they were not good. So we are planned for Lecture Bali till middle of the year. So I will, when I go, Amberly, I will keep in mind this size, because I do agree. I love this band. I
Yeah.
love the filigree. Yep, I agree. It'd be really beautiful, right? And more of the luxury of Bali. So yes, I will definitely be looking.
All right,
Right.
and Kathy has another question about the golden ticket. So she says, so many $50 and over purchases for more chances to win, correct? Yes, so it's every
Oh.
order of $50 or more, you get an automated email back after that, and that will either be a coupon between 5 and 50% off, or you get a ticket for one of our free items. And our free items, I believe, are the Cuban link necklace. We have one of those.
What?
Yep, we're giving away a Cuban link
Ooh.
necklace. We have the sunflower lemon quartz. We sold out of it after our first debut show, but we found a couple samples and we set them aside for the giveaway.
Oh, the multi-bracelet.
Yep, I think it's the Faith in Me Sunflower Lemon Quartz.
Oh, wow.
And then we're also doing the Eternal Peace cuff in watermark.
Okay.
And then we have a Mystery Luxury of Bali piece.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Because I'd love giving some of those away. Okay, so when you purchase $50, you automatically get an email?
You automatically get an email of either a code or a golden ticket.
Okay. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
How Joey finds these apps that will do that kind of stuff. Like, it's always
cool.
so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, the girls are going to hate that because then if you have just one, then you'll get a coupon for something else.
Yep, and the coupons can only be used for other last chance items. So it's kind of like we're trying to help you find it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you only get it for purchasing a last chance item, and then you get to use the coupon for another last chance item in case you want to get a better coupon or you want to get that free gift.
Well, it's so funny because I'm like, because everybody I'm trying to help them abuse the system, like to get the most they can. Isn't that funny? Like, I'm just like, yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I want to get the best. But yeah, those little games, like you kids love games. Like, well, and everybody was saying they play games through Christmas. So like Joey's on this game. Oh, let's do more games, but I said they have to be easy to play.
We got the idea from Willy Wonka, and I love how people caught on to it because on Facebook there was a bunch of like comments and memes of Willy Wonka, and I was like, I love you guys. You guys are getting it.
Oh my gosh.
And we're talking about the old Willy Wonka.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny. Okay, well.
It's the good one.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp is good. Let's say that, but come on, the
Otherwise,
older one is the best one.
Okay, it has to be good, and people are going to have to be doing things. Otherwise, we might have to give more of those necklaces away.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is the okay. This finally came in. This band. When you put this band on, I got to tell you, this could be a men's ring. Like I was thinking, I think men would be like over the top on this ring. Anyway, this band is like, I forgot like how good it was because I QA'd this quite some time ago. Then I was waiting for them to get done. And so trying that on when I was planning the show, I went, oh, this ring is so good, ladies. Like, and then look at the price. That's ridiculous. $89.
Wow.
Like, anyway, this is like the faceting and the material. And it's really hard, just so you know, to get white, all the same color in Moonstone. There's like, I'd say there's probably, call it white, and you're getting 50 stones that are all different colors. So for me to be able to isolate down, sort, get enough rough to actually, for the full collection to match, like it's kind of a big deal, ladies. So I'm going to push you towards a bracelet. I'm pretty sure I did the bracelet at a really crazy price because we got this other ring in. Because these are the ones you want to get as a set. Like, trust me, this kind of white, the quality of what I was able to do, like most people can't do this color in the industry. It's kind of a dirty white usually. So, but these are like, oh, it's so pretty. You know how like cream soda, it tastes good, but it's not a great color? That's usually what. I love cream soda. Oh,
so
matter
good.
of fact, Hank sodas. Ladies, you have to try the black cherry.
Ooh.
It tastes like maraschino cherry juice.
Oh my gosh.
And I used to get in trouble with drinking the juice.
You just like love it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. A little bit of a sugar
When I was a
problem
kid,
growing up.
I like to get the orange creamsicle one and put vanilla ice cream with it. Oh, it's so good. It's like the best orange creamsicle. I mean, if you use Fanta orange, it's all right, but I feel like it has more of a sharp flavor.
No,
whereas
right.
the orange creamsicle tastes smoother and you just get that nice orange flavor.
gosh.
That's my favorite.
Like your palate is kind of, I forget how young you are. I always think you're my age because she talks about food and flavors sometimes and I'm like,
Love it.
oh yeah. And then I realize, wow, you definitely have a sophisticated palate for your age.
Oh,
my
well,
friend.
thank you.
Oh, Leanne, hi. How are you doing? Oh my gosh. I think Janyl is hungry, Becky said. Actually, no, they're going to take the computer away from me if I don't start talking about the jewelry again. Okay. So yes, because I definitely want to make sure that you ladies, that I'm giving you information. Oh my gosh.
I love this one.
Okay. So ladies, biggest piece, most spectacular aquamarine to date. Now there's going to be, if you've not gotten this ring, like, trust me, this is not ever should be even $189 like on sale. But again, I didn't do, to be honest, this is one, do the pendant, do the ring together, ladies, because I know I will never be able to get these big of pieces again. And I remember when I had somebody cut something that was a little bigger, do you know the price per stone was about $200 a piece? So that's when I said, I'm done. I'm going to go out and find I'm going to start doing some of this myself. So no, it is a huge, huge deal. Like aquamarine, remember, this is a barrel, okay? Big deal. And to be able to get this like sheen of like you see that shimmer. Every single stone in the ring and the pendant has that shimmer. Oh, I wish I had the dimensions because I like is this one? No, it's bigger than 25. Yeah, it's over like it's something ridiculous, like a 35 by 15 or so. It's a crazy, huge size. Would you mind? Do you have that ruler? Or did you already measure it?
I've been looking for it. I don't know where it went.
Ruler ran away?
Okay, yeah, we got it. That's per.
Because I did want to.
We have to do that.
I have it.
Okay, there we go.
She had it in her pocket.
I checked that pocket. It wasn't there. It
Okay,
magically
because it
appeared.
is like, yeah, the gemstone is a huge deal. And there's going to be one other collection that I'm doing in a marquee where it's like really big too. And I think that's coming in like 2 months. I'm designing a fully brand new collection around it, which connects like, she's like, seriously, Janyl, like the amount of time for the amount of stones you're giving me to do this. Like, and I'm like, it's gotta be good.
Oh yeah, and this is also good for our March babies because aquamarine is the birthstone for March. So
There's so many different gemstones now.
they're so cool.
That it's like, if it doesn't say it like, oh no, it's this. So I don't even know who predicts or says that they're for that. But how about if, you know what? Just say it's your birthstone if you like it.
There we go.
You can just make, you know what?
That
Guess
was
what?
my mom's rule as a kid because she had green and my brother had purple. And my brother's favorite color was green and hers was purple. So she said, you know what? We're swapping. That one's mine now.
Well, she can because that's her baby.
Oh yeah.
That's her baby. Well, oh, I see, because we're going by color. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, kind of a big deal. So this is awesome. So aquamarine, and then the pendant. We have the
Yes.
pendant on the tray too, right?
Okay.
Coming up.
Okay, actually, they did run some numbers. It looks like there's less than 10 of the pendant though. But yeah, pretty amazing. Oh, that's so weird too, because it's like, oh, it doesn't look blue, but it doesn't look blue on the screen. In person, it's really pretty blue.
It's really pretty
Oh,
blue.
it really washes out on this shop app. Ooh, that's sad. Okay, it's really crazy because I never watched from this side. You know, so now having it in front of me,
can
I'm
see it.
like, okay, when you brought it a little closer, it's a little better, but in person, these are blue. I mean, these are, ooh, they are just good.
It's a beautiful
This
blue.
one you're going to
There
have
you
to
go.
trust me on, and I just hate saying that because it's seems like icky, a little ick. Oh, trust me. But they're really fabulous.
Yeah.
They truly are. I'm kind of excited for the yellow mother of pearl. Is that the last tray? That bracelet that Diana was asking about with the pendant? Like, oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous.
We do have one more tray after this. It's the Rhyolite.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's so good.
Oh, Lee says it looks just like frozen ice. I agree.
Yeah.
It glitters and shines just like ice. It's so good.
The ice on my windshield this morning.
Yep, definitely. There were some people in the feed saying like down south it was like negative 21 degrees today. I'm like, oh my
Whoa.
goodness.
Oh, Diana like got snow.
Yeah, she
and
had
she
that
made that little
pictures.
like, oh my gosh, I was like, oh, that is so
Dog.
cool. Like we gotta get snow, ladies, at least one day. Like everybody looks forward to calling out. Like, well, it's snow because in Washington, like you ladies are all used to it, but it's like, hey, we get to call out that day because like everybody gets scared in Washington.
Oh, I'm kind of excited about
Monica's
that.
like from Alaska. She's gonna be the only one here going, seriously, where's
yeah,
everybody?
Oh yeah, our school did not cancel unless there was like
That was
what was
the
it,
thing.
12 feet of snow. It had to be past like negative 15, and there had to be a certain amount of ice on the road. And they checked
Yeah.
like collision accident reports, and it was like, and if we get 3 of those reports, we're calling it. There was a whole list of qualifications. It wasn't just an inch of snow.
Oh my gosh, Brandy said we got some in North Florida. Okay, so what is going on with
Really?
Washington?
Wow.
I think Washington's starting to get more like California type weather.
It's getting
so,
warmer.
Yeah.
Is it?
It snowed in the Panhandle, Amberly says.
I don't know.
Oh, I love seeing the videos with that. And it's so amazing. You see her garden and how it is, and it's all snow, this and that. And then her spring comes, and I still can't believe you do all that yourself still. It's pretty crazy. That's probably what's keeping you young, my friend. Oh my gosh, is that Rosemary Strickland's here? Oh, Yvonne, Oren, how are you doing? It snowed in New Orleans, she said. Oh, did she just join? So good to see you, Rosemary. Oh, I love it. How ladies are popping in. Maybe you're getting off work or
Yeah.
yeah. And Patricia, my minus 30-degree windshield wiper flew.
Oh my gosh. That's not fun.
What? Oh my
I
gosh.
feel like that's something that would
I
happen
could sit
to
here
me.
and hear these stories from you ladies all day. That's the same in Chicago when I was growing up. Yeah. It was never canceled. Like, oh my God.
It never was.
School was never canceled for Pat. So, like, okay. Cassandra, how are you doing? Oh my gosh. She's in San Antonio, Texas. Very, very
Ooh,
cool.
That's got to be warm.
We got a lot of Texas ladies. Like,
Oh,
so
do we?
yes, we got to hook you up with, well, she probably already does. I bet you she already knows her. Melanie. Yeah, because Melanie's our Texas girl too. Linda, hi. Linda is our bracelet stacker. Like, necklace stacker. Sorry. She does a great necklace stack. Melinda, 5 inches of snow in Houston, Texas yesterday. Okay, so it
Really?
is continuing to snow in different areas.
Wow. I didn't know it was snowing over there.
Wow.
Diana, Lauren is the model today, and she's a 6-inch wrist. Or 6.
Lauren
So we're
is
size 6. Yeah. Size 6 to like a 6'2", 5", I think is your perfect fit, Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little baby sizes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So this is
It's a big cuff.
This is a bigger
Yeah.
cuff. And see, for me, and you know, it's so funny because now I make all the different sizes, but I always wore 7s, you know, because they don't come off my hand.
Yeah.
They would just like, you know,
Move a little bit.
and move down. But it's funny because Diana probably has a lot of 7s because she's been with me for a long time. Then I started making a lot of 6, 7, 5. She loves those. And then she probably has some 6.5s, just like Amberly. She used to like, so you can find like a lot of the different bracelets do have kind of different sizing. But yes, this is the one that I was waiting for, and it is spectacular. Like it is luxury, like it's quite beautiful.
Put it back on. What bracelet are you looking for?
Which,
She said, tell me your wrist size and put it back on, please.
Oh.
Show me how big this is on you.
I mean, this is
Do you
Lauren. Are
have
you
any-
asking about
Yeah.
me, Diana?
Yeah,
I can
I
put it
would say-
on. I have a bigger
Oh.
size.
oh yeah. Would you?
You.
Okay, so are you a 5'7", Lauren, or a 6?
6.
6? Are you
We'll
6?
probably
Okay.
do a.
I know we have to measure all the time because we just
Yeah.
got through the holidays. We could have a bigger wrist now. I don't know what's going on with my fingers. Some of them are getting smaller. So
There we go.
that looks pretty good.
It looks good. It looks almost like my perfect fit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This,
so
the size that you pulled is.
I'm a 6 and a
It's
quarter.
the only size.
Oh, it's the
It's a one size.
Yeah,
It's size 7.
Yeah, I just did the one because it was like to get us there and to get this all like done. It was like, oh my gosh, it took us so long. And I thought, you know, I think I'm just going to launch one size. Like I might be doing that on some because I've taken so much time up for my artisans perfecting those sizes on that. And so I need to get like, okay, I can't do as many sizes as I was doing, but still gonna try to get eventually. But like, and it depends on the stone too, because like I can cut the stone, how many pieces came in that we can actually use. Yeah, that's a problem when we reject so many stones. Sometimes it cuts down the amount of bracelets I can do too.
Diana, it will fit a 6'5" a little loose because I am my perfect fit is about a 6'7'5". 6'5s are usually a little snug on me,
so
but there
good.
was still a little movement. But I wouldn't say that it's too big. I think it would be a good for a 6'5".
The color of this mother of pearl, like this was a happy golden sea.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and I love the shape of this too. Like it's one of those, like, to me, it's like a little sleeper ring. Like you're like, oh yeah. But when you put it on, it is just,
right.
Isn't it such a good fit? Like the inside of it is like, yeah, that's my big kiss and a big Sunday hug for me. Because these are the ones that I love to design to where it's just like comfort, right? We got to have that comfort. Design is always great, but I want those, man, that looks good together.
Oh yeah.
That is definitely, you definitely need to be getting this ring if you're getting that bracelet. Oh,
Yeah.
It's just too perfect. Yeah, I didn't do, I did a ring, the other ring that's coming is a big cluster ring. Okay, so I do have one more ring coming. It's going to match the bracelet tip to tip. Like I literally did it with it's big. It's going to be it's more of a high statement ring piece. And that still has not come in yet. But the pendant, yeah, it's a very, very pretty collection. And mother of pearl yellow, I always try to use pretty close to the same shades in it, but this is all from that same cutting. And when wow, it's so pretty with that mercury mist, isn't it? Ooh, that's lovely. Yeah, this is a money collection. Like it just looks very expensive and luxe for sure. Yeah, yellow, because I feel like yellow is really hard to design with. And I think this last 2 years, I've really been focusing on doing some really elevated yellows. It's like, because it's a lot of cheesy yellow in the jewelry industry. It's like, no.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like, because like Joey, when he was growing up, orange and yellows, like constantly. But I knew how to put the clothes to make him look like he was $1 million looking kid. Like he always looked really good. So like, I'm like, I want to do that with the gemstones. So you have seen the oranges and the yellows. I wanted to, it's like, no, we want that sophistication. We want that elevation because you ladies are elevated. Oh, my computer just made that noise. Sorry. I don't know how to turn off my notifications or whatever I'm doing here. Sorry, ladies. Oh, Megan said your ears and your feet keep growing, though. Really?
Wait, really?
Really?
They just keep going.
Actually, they might have for a while. Now, I don't know. It's my feet. I did go through stages, but I felt like it was. Remember, I've been a size 6 all the way to a 26. So, my feet did change during those times. Patty, how are you doing? I said hi this morning. I saw you. I saw you on the. Just so good to see you, my friend. I'm gonna have to put those back on. Lee, your jewelry elevates us. Oh, well, you know what? That's what I hope. And you know, the names that I put to my collections and stuff like that, I'm constantly, can I tell you a little story? So I told the girls, so I'm in church. I love my little old people. I love them. I love my mom's church because it's a church full of just like older couples. Like they're just so amazing. It's like, literally, these husbands are just so doting, so amazing. Anyway, Stan, his wife, he took care of her, like she's had really bad Alzheimer's for a long time and was taking care of her to where he literally had to like find a facility to help because he cannot, but he leads this Sabbath school class. And I love being in his class. Like, I'm just like, it's just so cool to be in his class. And so anyway, So he's now by himself. So I was like, Mom, come on, let's go sit by him. So anyway, whenever I see something or hear something or a song, I put it in my it says jewelry collection names, but it's literally what got me through. You know, when I was going through some of those rough times, those things that just would be like, yes, if I can remember that every day, like I can get through everything. And, you know, it's really him telling us all the time who he is, who we are, he tells us, and his promises, you know. And so anyway, I'm typing, he goes, what are you doing? And I said, well, Stan, I said, you know, my stories are now my names of my collections, things that got me through. And he went, interesting to know. But anyway, so I don't know where that story was going. I think I scrolled in a lot of
It's still a cool story to hear.
It's just, anyway, he's just the neatest. Like, I don't know. I said, I must have an old soul in that sense because I could just hang out like, and just like, I love hearing stories and different things that they have. It's like, it's so interesting. Like the history people have.
Yes, always. I love hearing other people's stories as well.
Okay, so so look at all you ladies out there. So I hope we are like going along. We are, the love one another ring. Okay, so we just got new sizes in. So that's why I put that back up. The artisans that were doing this, like, of course, I think the price had to go up a little bit, but I've always tried to keep this super, super affordable. So, $49, I kept the same price. Okay, yes, it did go up quite a bit with my artisans. Like, you know, I had to redo some things like when I was, you know, always just trying to show how cherished, valued, and loved they are too. And how special, you know, they make these pieces for you ladies. But yeah, crazy. So we have all sizes again because we just got it in. Do you know I was doing this other style? So the QAs came in with the jawline beads. I put jawline beads in the middle because I kind of wanted a ring like that too. And I said, oh no. So we were supposed to be stocking our love one another. Well, the bulk when we shipped it did come in that, but I have the QAs for the other one. I said, oh my gosh, they're kind of pretty similar, but not the same. I kind of want to run both. So you'll be seeing that one pop up next at the end of this. I was thinking maybe next Black Friday, bring it in.
We'll see.
But yes, this is just that ring. Can you show the side design on that? Because I like kind of that level, like if somebody looks down, I like that part of it. Do you see, like that right there when somebody kind of catches that? It's just like edgy, kind of cool, but just that really just great little ring, you know?
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah, that was fun to create for you ladies. And that's why we do it in luxury balling now. So I'm trying to put different gemstones with it and stuff now too. Megan Phillips, would you ever consider trying another motif in the Love One Another? Oh, maybe Janyl Adair, or I have tried it. The Janyl Adair didn't look really great in those sections, but gosh, wouldn't the frangipani be cute? Because I could probably, yes. So I did it with the flat jaw one. I did it with raised jaw one, just kind of on the sides. So I might have to like sneak peek that one, Megan, and show you and see if it's different enough that you would like it. So I'll have to find out where Athena put those. I probably stuck them in employee shopping because we would redo QAs again just to make sure that, yeah, we'll have to, or maybe we give them away. We could do a giveaway on them. Yeah, okay. I love the names of the jury. Oh, Audrey. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm trying to switch it to because is like, so coming up in June and July. So in June, I started to do hello, beloved, goodbye, unwanted, or, you know, forsaken, or, so I'm doing the whole like series on that because I want to hear from ladies about that negative like identity that you are trying to shed and what you want to. So like each month I'm going to maybe start to name all my collections. So I'm going through and kind of doing some of those because it's like we like sharing our experiences or things. We're all the same women, right? We all have the same things that we're dealing or striving towards, you know, and just kind of opening that up to each other. to talk about it,
Yeah.
you know?
Because you never know, a lot of our experiences may be the same, and it might be nice to know that other people are going through the same thing you're going through.
Exactly. Oh, this is the road light. So do you see how every color, like a road light, when you get them, like this was something, it was like a Merlot-y kind of, and I see when there's colors like that, and sometimes people will bring things. I'm like, that's not normal. And I'm just like, so I have been always like buying stone like this when I see the different colors. So yeah, it was just this really pop of almost like a magenta, you know? Again, like the shades, or somebody might look at that, like my dad will go, it's red, you know, like where I'm like,
Yeah.
Dad, it's a chartreuse, like melon, like, you know. I don't know, you ladies, but what I do want to say, this is a new bracelet style that I created for you. So how are you loving the bracelet style? Like, so this whole month is going to be about these more petite size bracelets, not so chunky, wearable, comfortable, just like it's the month of like little black dress bracelets, right? Not too big, because you know I love to do really big and statement. But just those really great little pieces like this that just lay really beautiful.
Yeah.
So 2 bracelets, 2 rings. The other bracelet I did in this, I think, was a multi connector with the one stone. And yeah, I just wanted to bring in some, just again, like I can never get enough shades of garnet. But they're all going to blend, right? Because they're all kind of like in that. But I do like the idea of trying to get exact matches.
Mm-hmm.
So the ring to go with it will be your exact. However, you know, you can mix it up. I always looked at people who really mixed up their style and didn't go with that, and just always really admired people that had that boldness and that confidence like that. Because I struggled with confidence. I didn't have that. And still, you know, with things. And it was only through Christ really showing me how much he loved me, you know? And I really do think that self-love has to come first to really love others properly, you know, and fully. So I'm working on it so that I don't hold up. Okay, so of course some all the topazes. So I'm going to have some of these gems for my my safes that I pulled out to do this next month. And what I did is I threw in bands. So you're going to look at the prices. It should be for like a single ring. I threw in either 1 band or 2 bands. It's just going to be a little series of rings. So I'm kind of excited this month. But this is one of them. And yeah, with that little watermark to it, I think it's just perfect. So it's literally, you don't have to wear them together, but it's just a way where I went with my artisan saying, okay, we'll do this price, like it should be a lot more because each band, it's the labor on the smaller pieces like this are so much more than like sometimes a statement ring.
Mm-hmm.
And so affordable, right?
Oh yeah. And you know me, I love a good stacker ring, and this is just so good. And it qualifies for the 20% off for the January if you use code
Yeah,
Jan
it is
Birthstone. Basically, this whole tray, except for that middle ring, qualifies.
Interesting. Okay. Prayers, Pat. Oh, what's going on, Pat?
She said there's a new fire in LA, and it's near Grapevine and spreading near the I-5, which is about 2 hours away from her son.
Well, Joey,
Ooh.
we didn't have the meeting this morning because
Yeah.
it's literally by Joey. So your son and Joey, like,
Probably
we
live near each other.
We canceled one of our meetings this morning. Yeah. So I'm like, nope. So, oh my gosh, yes, because it's like they start to get these
Bad
handled
winds.
and it's, oh yeah, so many people have lost their everything. So yes, that's why I'm like, when I'm praying, I'm like, and Lord, you know all, like everybody, everything out there, like, you know, their needs, like, you know, just lift them up. And, you know, through this, you're going to hear so many angels coming to help people or different, like That's what I love. Like in this story, there's going to be so many other things that come out of this.
Yeah. Just hope everyone stays safe.
Absolutely. Oh, this one. Oh my gosh. I'm like, I could see a really big tanzanite in this one too. In the luxury. So I love this little bracelet style. So can I okay, so I'm going to kind of talk about this a little bit.
Yeah.
So there's going to be the adjustable lobster, but these are two, you're going to have that adjustability, but I put the connector so that kind of smaller pieces so that it will wrap around your wrist. But I love this little curved piece because it's going to fit so many different people. And it almost like when you go to attach it, it almost looks like it's a hard bangle, but you get that malleability and that movability of all of those and the adjustability where you don't get that with the bangle. So I was wanting to create some looks that almost kind of look like a bangle. I love this little bracelet. I got to tell you, it turned out so good. It feels so great on. So like one in the watermark, one in the little chain link, but see where I put the watermark and the chain link together so you could still wear the other ring with it.
Yeah.
So
It looks good.
yeah, it's like, oh, which one? See, because you've got that middle piece with the hand woven chain and then the connector pieces. But I did, it was all about like mad scientist putting different pieces and drawing, literally having each of these pieces made. With my artisans, when I did this, it was all laid out on the table. Take this, put this over here, make me another piece like this to get all these to go together. This was like my happy place. Like I had so much fun designing some of these new styles. And it's kind of funny they probably will go so fast. I think about how long it took me to get here to get these. And I think, what?
It takes months or years of finding the stones, and then it takes months to get it.
I'm like, we made 20? Or no, we only have 8? No, we only have 8 left of that. What the heck?
Oh yeah, and it's probably sailing out the door because there's so many pieces that we put on this show and then it just disappeared.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the heck? Anyway, yeah, I just laugh. I'm like, okay, 8 people can get that chain link watermark one. That's because we ran to see. I said, give me some totals on them, just so that I think I was supposed to do that. And now we're at the end of the show. I was going to tell you the numbers, like if they were lower. Like, sorry about that. Well, I think it does tell you on the website if they start to get low, right?
It does. I think if we
it's
only get
starting
like
to get
2
limited.
or 3.
Yeah. So usually that it'll tell you that. And trust me, if you don't get one piece, guess what? Trust me, I designed so many different, there's so many cool things. So, yep. Just go, thank you. My budget was good to Janyl. Like, I'm glad it sold out. Now I feel good on my budget. Susan, hi, how are you doing? When there were wildfires in Gatlinburg a few ago, Dolly Parton oh my gosh, Dolly Parton. Of course she was their angel.
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
We love Dolly.
It is just so cool to see her. Like, yeah.
She's like just such a sweet lady, and she's very like personable, and she's down to earth. I love her.
And she did not have it easy. I remember like when she first started, women were not kind to her. And she's look how she still showed up. Like she's always had her faith like that. That's kept her like, yeah. Pretty amazing.
She's an inspiration.
Oh, Heather says, sadly, they're too small for me. Okay, so here's the thing. Because I designed the one size down the road, when I'm bringing things in, Heather, I'm going to make sure that like with 2, but sometimes it's like I had to just get the one and see if you like the style first. So I did the size that maybe is pretty common, and then I will add some of the other sizes. Because what I'm about is doing the not common sizes. Because ladies, I get it. You can't find. Oh, see, do you see? I put this little band, so you're gonna get that little love one another, and then I threw in the little chain link band. So there's the watermark chain link to go back to the other. I had fun like pairing some of these together. This was really, really fun. Yeah. Becky says she loves Dolly's giggle.
It's very infectious.
Yeah, mine's a thuddy, like, it's not feminine.
All right, well, that was our last piece. Getting towards the end of the show, before we wanted to close up, I wanted to let some people know about some awesome promotions that we have going on right now. Like, we have a gift with purchase to celebrate Valentine's Day with us. If you make an order of over $199, you will receive a free New Beginnings necklace. And then, of course, we have the golden ticket event that we explained earlier. If you buy a last chance item of $50 or more, every order that is $50 or more, you'll receive either a coupon code or you'll get a golden ticket, which gives you one of our free items. And that's automated. You don't have to do any extra steps. And then we have 60% off our New Beginnings section, as well as $50 Valentine's Day gift section. So shop our $50 favorites.
Very nice, very nice. Oh yeah, these garnet or these are the garnet ones that you get another 20.
Yep, the January birthstones.
Okay, yeah,
Jan
these are-
birthstone.
Actually, these are the ones he just asked me about. So you get another 20% off of this.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, I might have to keep it at that then, because what? Yeah, no. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Okay, well, ladies, I just had so much fun hanging out with you today. I hope you found some really good things. The luxury Bali, I'm going to put you back constantly, that golden barrel in the round. I'm going to have the cushion square, and it's definitely yellow, but this is a brown, which is that color of the year, but it has the yellow golden pop anyway, never have I seen those. And now I've seen some more of the yellows, in my 30 years in the industry, but pretty spectacular. And the black diamonds, we did sell out of a majority of them, it looks like, but here's the
one
thing.
style.
We will have some other styles that are going to be trickling in, okay? So I think I did a total that you're going to see coming through. You're going to see 3 more that will be coming in soon. Okay. So if you missed out on that one, don't worry. I got 3 more coming up here soon. Woo. Okay. And I just want to say, blessings are right. Ladies, thanks for helping me today while Michelle's out.
Thank you for joining us. We love getting to do this with all of you.